Hi, marriage ministers and all those who are interested in marriage. Clyde, I really appreciate you giving us the opportunity to share with you our passion for marriage.
So, join us in our kitchen. Let's chat a little bit about how we can encourage marriages. You know, when you think about the marriage programs that are available for churches today, so many of them deal with pre-marriage, early marriage, or when you're parenting your children. There's a group of people that are pretty left out, and we have a passion for helping that group. That's the couples that are in the second half of marriage.
Now, sometimes we think of that as the empty nest. That's the stage we really identify with. But oftentimes, the empty nest is not an empty nest. Oftentimes, kids come back, grandchildren come back, aging parents move in. So the empty nest, quote unquote, for many couples is not empty. So we coined the phrase the second half of marriage because it more adequately describes this stage of life.
And there are certain challenges that come with this stage. A number of years ago, we did a national survey to see what was going on in long-term marriages. And we did the same survey a few years after that with Prep at the University of Denver as we were co-authoring the book with them. And basically, we found that there were 8 challenges that couples need to surmount in the second half of marriage. And if they're able to surmount them, they can build a successful long-term marriage.
The first one is to let go of past marital disappointments, to forgive each other, to accept each other as a package deal, and to commit to making our marriage, the rest of our marriage, the best it can be.
People said, why did you start with that? It's such a downer.
Yeah, but, forgiving each other, accepting each other. Wow.
They've come through the stressful adolescent years. There probably have been issues that have come up that they've buried because there's always a teenage crisis, and you can always talk about the kids, and suddenly the kids leave home and it's very, very silent. And these things that have been below the surface begin to arise, and it's not always pleasant.
Yeah, so that's the first challenge to overcome. The second one is to move from a child-focused relationship to a partner-focused relationship. We really didn't do much traveling, much writing, speaking, while our kids were still at home, because we knew, and boy, we got the empty nest, we could hit it. And we sort of overdid it when we got there. So
we went from a child-focused to ministry-focused. But what we need to help couples do is to recreate their marriage together and focus on each other. There's also the challenge of upgrading our communication and dealing with anger and conflict.
Well, one of the things we did discover is that many husbands said, not only do we have time to start an argument, now we have time to finish an argument, and that really petrified them.
Another challenge is becoming best friends. And we found with each decade of life, the friendship factor is more and more important.
We also talk about renewing a sexual relationship at this stage of life.
And coping with balancing that seesaw of aging parents and adult children. There's a lot of help needed there.
And also developing our spiritual intimacy with each other. Challenge number 8 is really focusing on our spiritual relationship and how can we use that to benefit those who are around us. Now, this curriculum, Second Half of Marriage, is video-based. It's small group oriented. And so if you want to know more about it, you can go to our website at 10greatdates.org, or you can email us at ARPS, ARPS, at marriagealive.com.
And we thank you for your time and joining us in our kitchen this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.